And the national rankings were just released this morning, and we are number 24.
All righty. So, yeah, big one tomorrow night. You know, real happy with how the guys are playing. I think we continue to grow, you know, as a team and our identity. 2 good defensive efforts, you know, scoring goals by committee. And, you know, leading into tomorrow night's game, it's an interesting game in that you're playing, you know, maybe the biggest name, you know, over the last 30 years in college soccer. But it's a good UCLA team. I wouldn't say it's an incredible UCLA team. And for our guys, the approach is that we're really good at home and that we got an excellent team and we need to play to our potential. So I think they're excited, they're confident, and you know, just ready to get it rolling.
Obviously, you know, coming off the win streak, do you feel like the team sort of expects at this point to be able to tackle the UCLA team, and it's not really something that, even though they are a big name, you know, might be daunting to them?
It's an interesting question because I think we all too often, maybe in New Mexico, here at University of New Mexico, we're going to say we're underdogs. We expect to win every game. You know, I've been here a long time, and we've had a lot of big wins. You know, we beat UCLA, we've beaten Duke, we've beaten Virginia. That's what's expected. So you want to play great teams. Nothing comes easy, but this is why our guys are here. And like I said, they expect to win. Whether we win or not, we'll see. We got to play well. But I don't think we build it up as much as other people may. And that's part of having a culture of winning and a championship culture and guys who train and have success. I mean, the best quote ever when we've played UCLA, I forget what year it was, we had a Costa Rican kid, Michael Calderon, and he goes, "Who's UCLA?" And, you know, he wasn't that fussed about it, and we beat them at their place. So I think, you know, our guys are very familiar with their players in that, you know, we have quite a few guys from that Real Salt Lake Academy. I think they have, they're probably starting 3 guys from Real Salt Lake. So there's a real comfort with these players. And then, you know, our international guys, I don't think they think much of it. So I think it's just going to be a great game. It's about creating opportunities, not giving openings. And I'm excited. You know, we're going to play them a little bit different maybe than their last couple opponents have played them. And we'll see how they deal with it. But, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the game and for the challenge.
Coach, if you know this is a big game on Wednesday night, a signature game, especially for recruiting, wouldn't you think Saturday night's game against the #1 team in your league is the big one against Florida International?
I didn't even know we're playing Saturday night. You know, I'm just focused on this one. I mean, you're right. They're all big games at this point, but we just can't get away from ourselves. We got to be about the next game. The guys are excited, and of course it's a big name, but that's kind of our job to give them confidence and highlight some areas where we need to be really good, and then let it roll. So we'll see tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Speaking of confidence, Coach, I know you've always kind of not paid attention to rankings. Is that something that helps the players move forward and give them a sense of confidence in a game like this?
That's the first I've heard of it. Like, I knew we weren't ranked. I mean, it's always nice, but it's where you're at the end of the season. I think this is a good group. So sky's the limits, but it's got to be one game at a time. And like I said, there's just no hiding. We've taken care of our business lately, and we'll see what we're about tomorrow.
Without giving anything away, you said that you're going to play UCLA differently than the last couple of teams have. In what regard?
I think we'll get after them a little bit. You know, we're a team that likes to press. We're aggressive defensively. That's how we're going to play them. You know, we're not going to sit back and look to counter. We're going to get right after them right off the bat. You know, going to probably switch the lineup a little bit see how it goes. But yeah, I think it's a good matchup for us.
What's kind of unusual for UCLA's not in the top 25, and then I told you just not too long ago that now California's even in the top 25. Remember I was talking to you just a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
So now every team that they've lost to is in the top 10 or top 25. UCLA has, so they've played a really great schedule.
here's what's happened with UCLA. They've lost a lot of players, have left early for the pros. That's kind of what's gone on there. You know, that's happened here a little bit too. But they've really been affected by their ability to recruit the top guys. And what's happening now in college soccer, kids are leaving after 1 or 2 years. And they've really been hit hard with that. So I think their recruiting philosophy is going to have to adjust a little bit. And you know, hats off to them in terms of their scheduling. They go play the best teams anywhere, and they're not worried about numbers of wins but quality of games, and that's something I think that's really admirable. That's something we try to do here. It's just not as easy to get the same kind of games, you know, just because of where we are geographically. But you know, it's changing just with players. And Cal, you know, Cal had been down for quite a while. Cal hasn't been in the NCAA tournament for a good while, and then they're back this year. So there's always lots of movement, and that's the key to running a great program is continuity and getting the right kind of players and the right culture and academic-minded guys, and I'm real proud of where we're at right now.
Coach, something completely away from college soccer. What do you say about like how the World Cup went? You know, like the qualifying for the World Cup, they were talking about quality of soccer in our country and stuff like that. What's your take on all that?
It's an interesting one because we don't have the same culture that these other countries have. We have college soccer, which still is a carrot for a lot of kids, and it's probably the smart thing. They don't have to throw all their eggs in one basket to be professionals. And our guys just maybe aren't as hungry as some of these guys are in other countries. And until we create that culture, some of it's going to be based on salaries, getting the top athletes, and kind of changing the model with soccer. It's still a lot of it is you have to pay to play, and we cut out a large part of the population, you know, just based on economics. But the people we have running the federation, I think, will figure it out. I think we're going to keep growing, and we'll keep getting more and more competitive.
Do you think the United States doesn't have as much talent, or they don't know how to cultivate that talent?
We have the talent athletically. We have a talent mentality, but you know, it's spread thin with other sports. And when you say you have a kid who's an incredible talent, who's 8, 10 years old, and they see the millions and millions of dollars in this country that are being paid for football, basketball, baseball, I mean, that's attractive, especially kids who feel that they can impact their family, you know, by making money. So I don't know how that's going to all change, but we do have excellent players. It's just creating an environment where they can develop, and to do that, there's probably always got to be a little pressure. And with these other countries, you read about the small number of players that have made it, but what you don't hear about is all those other thousands of players that are kind of living in poverty who didn't make it. And we don't have that same kind of risk reward here that they have in other places.
Anything else?
Didn't our 17 or 18 USA team just win a big thing just like the other day?
Yeah, they've done real well. They just beat Paraguay. And we have some very good players on that team that'll be successful.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.